Well, hello, I am Terry Tripp, and welcome to Up Close with Terry and Friends. My special guest, she's really not a guest, she is my sister.
That's right.
My daughters call her Auntie Michelle, and it's pretty funny. I had to actually go online and see all that you had done so I could give you a proper introduction, because you're just my sister. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I've known this dear lady for 17, 18 years, I guess.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Time flies.
So let me give her a proper introduction. Michelle McKinney Hammond, as a best-selling author, speaker, singer, and television co-host, has authored over 40 books, selling over 2 million copies worldwide, including best-selling titles, The Diva Principle, Sassy, Singled, and Satisfied. 101 Ways to Get and Keep His Attention, Secrets of an Irresistible Woman. And this is not on here, but I remember one title, If Men Are Like Buses.
How do I catch one?
How do I catch one?
Nobody seems to forget that one.
Now, I also know her in this way. She is a gifted vocalist, a wonderful praise and worship leader. I have had the honor, privilege of producing
all of my projects.
All of your projects.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, 3 or 4?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Let's go in. Come, let us worship.
And with love.
And with love.
And you did all of them.
You're an Emmy award-winning television talk show host.
Yeah.
Aspiring women. I don't know if it was 7 or 8 years ago, I saw you on Politically Incorrect.
Oh yeah, that was quite some time. We were talking about
with Bill Maher.
Bill Maher and Rick James and Cedric the Entertainer and Lisa Renner. Oh yes,
Cedric the Entertainer was on
here?
Yes. Now I remember Rick James.
Rick James, yeah.
There's only one Rick James.
There's only one. There's only one.
And I would encourage those of you watching, go to, is it Michelle McKinney Hammond?
MichelleHammond.com.
MichelleHammond.com. And on the home page, she's got a little bio video. I can go on and on. I'm going to put this down because what I appreciate most, and this is just speaking from a personal, you have been a minister to my family.
Oh.
My daughters especially, of course, to my life and Kim's life. You're just such a blessing, and my mom and dad, my brother. You're
I just adore.
You're my sister. I will never forget, if you might remember this too, the first time I met you.
Actually, I was sleeping. We won't tell them about that.
No, we got to tell them now. You and I were doing some singles thing in Chicago. Actually, Evelyn put that together, a dear friend of ours, and it was a singles conference.
Yeah.
I sang, you spoke, and she had me come back to the backstage area to meet you. And you were... And you were so kind. You got up and hugged me, and nice to meet you. And then afterward, you said, I want to apologize. I was really praying. And I said, no, you weren't. You were sleeping. And you said, oh, you know me already. So that was our first introduction.
Yes, it was.
You've been in a transition here recently.
Yes.
You were in Chicago for many years, and then 3 years ago, you moved to...
5 now. Can you believe it's 5
years? You've been in Africa. Ghana?
Yeah. Ghana, West Africa.
What are you doing there now?
Oh, a lot of things. I inherited 2 businesses when my father passed away, so I am the chairman of those, and I'm very involved in ministry. My cousin, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, has an amazing ministry in Ghana, Action Chapel International. And so I'm very involved in helping him run his ministry as well as run his television channel, which is called DTV. It plays all over Ghana and 22 other countries in Africa. And every now and then I do a movie. Believe it or not, I acted a movie.
Well, you were in a movie I'm sure a lot of people saw. Was it AD?
That was actually the talk show. Beyond AD.
Beyond AD.
Yeah, so we actually conversed
Women
about
of the Bible.
Women of the Bible.
Women of the
that
Bible.
was on
That's
Lifetime.
The one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, so that Roma Downey and Mark Burnett produced those, and she's a very dear lady, and she invited me to come and do that, and I felt quite honored to be a part of such quality programming for the Lord.
So books, movies,
TV,
church.
Yes, and
ministry.
finally, I just launched a new ministry
Yes.
in Ghana called Relevance, which I'm really excited about.
Love the name.
Yes,
Relevance.
yes.
What is Relevance about? What do you do?
Relevance, we say it's a movement back to the heart of God. And our foundation is really worshiping God, worshiping Him, engaging with Him, being connected and being passionate about Him so that we find out who we are and why we are here. And then we balance off all that worship with practical life application teaching of the Word so that it becomes applicable to those who are listening, yes, to daily living. I just believe that God's Word is so practical and that when we take it and we break it like Jesus did into those bite-sized morsels of hot, fresh bread, that's when people are nourished in their souls. They gain the strength to walk the walk and become victorious as God promised. So it's very simple. It's a tight service. It's 1.5 hours, kind of like an African version of Hillsong, if I could just sum it up. But I just love the two-pronged approach of just worship and then applying the Word in a very practical way, meeting people where they live so that they see how the Word fits into everyday life.
So if you're ever in Ghana,
yes,
go to Relevance.
Yes,
What time?
It's at 3 o'clock, 3 to 4:30 on Sundays.
Okay.
And it has its own website, relevancelife.org, and it has a Facebook page, Relevance Life.